Bohemians manager Keith Long with me here after the end of the league season with a 2-1 victory away to St Pat's at Richmond Park. Keith, a fantastic way to end what has been a memorable league season.
Yeah, good win tonight, good performance. I had to hang on a little bit second half. James Talbot makes some really good saves. Pats throw lots of bodies forward in a bid to try and get themselves back into the game. But the boys done really well tonight. I thought they digged in. I thought we got a couple of good goals. We had a goal chalked off as well for, I'm not quite sure, why. Evan Ferguson gets on the end of a great cross and a good move by us in the first half, and it's a goal chalked off. For I just can't see it what the referee sees at all. He thinks the boy handled it into the net, and I think it's clear for everybody in the ground, and it'll be clear on a replay that he got a good connection with his foot, with his side foot into the net. So that's the downside of that tonight. Really good performance, a gritty performance with lots of changes enforced upon us tonight. Suspensions, injuries, and what have you, and some young players coming into the team. So pleased to finish off the campaign with 3 points, and like you said, it wasn't going to change our position in the table. We finished second in the table, and that was confirmed a number of weeks ago. But it's a Dublin derby. We wanted to put in a good performance. We wanted to do well, and yeah, grateful that we've won the game.
You mentioned number change, and I think I'm correct in saying 6 in total from the Finn Harps game.
Suspensions and injuries.
Yeah, I'm open to correction if I'm wrong with that. But still, there was a lot of changes. This really does emphasise the good squad depth that you have, and like a lot of the younger players with the players that came in tonight, and just shows how well they're progressing. Yeah,
I think we've got quite a consistent player development pathway at the club. We've been steadily bringing young players through at the club over the last number of years. It's not just this season. We've been doing it over the course of 3 or 4 seasons now. We've got the youngest squad in the league. Finished second this year. Second youngest squad in the league last year. Finished third. So sometimes that's forgotten a little bit how young we actually are. The boys are great credit. They deserve a huge amount of credit for what they've done over the course of this season, and I suppose the quality that we have coming through, it's really promising, and it gives you hope for the future.
Yeah, Donny Grant and Andre Wright are probably still classed as 2 young players, but there were 2 more established players on the pitch tonight, and they both got on the score sheet. I think that's 15 goals between them this season, and along with promise, the 3 of them are really developing a very, very dangerous front 3.
Yeah, we've got good attacking players, and we've got pace in our team, and young players that are hungry and want to do well and want to improve, and their aptitude to work, to their training, to come in and try and get better. It's clear that boys are working really hard on their game, in training, off the pitch, in terms of how they live their lives, and their diet, their hydration, everything that they need to do to make those improvements as players. Their strength. We worked really hard with the team, with the squad over lockdown. Our coaches have worked round the clock to make the players better, to improve the players, to make them fitter, to make them faster, to make them stronger. And I think we came back after lockdown in really good form, and we're in a good place at the moment going into the quarter-final. So with a win tonight, I think that's really important, that we, from a confidence point of view alone, that we finish the season with 3 points tonight, a good win, and then hopefully we can bounce into next week against Dundalk.
Yeah, and there were spells in that second half where you were under a little bit of pressure, so how pleasing was it to see your goalkeeper James Talbot in such top form tonight? Yeah,
James is a really, really good goalkeeper. He was exceptional for us last year. He had to be patient after a spell on the sidelines this year. He got injured in the opening game of the season, then we went into lockdown. Stephen McGuinness came in and did really well, and Stephen is a really good goalkeeper in his own right, and I've said that on many occasions, and it's about a squad. James had to be patient. He's come back into the team, and he's been exceptional for us since reclaiming the number 1 jersey.
And finally, you mentioned that cup quarter-final against Dundalk. Like league fixtures, it just keeps seeing getting pushed back, and you wonder when it's ever going to be played, but it is in 2 weeks' time. It gives you another bit of a break. Would it be a chance for players to kind of time off, or be hit the ground running, because it probably is your biggest game of the season?
Well, listen, it's a big game for both clubs. We want to progress if we can. Dundalk will want the same. So we've got an opportunity now to work with the team over the next 10 days or so until the quarter final. So Yeah, it gives us a chance to get bodies back in terms of one or two of the niggles that we had tonight, and you know, it was pleasing that Dan Casey, Rob Cornwall came back into the team tonight. Obviously Keith Buckley was suspended and Anto Breslin was suspended, but you know, Paddy Kerr comes in, and you know, it's like he's played all year for us. He slotted in there really well again tonight, so we know that we can rely upon the players to be ready if and when they're chosen.
Yeah, another good night at the office. Keith, thanks very much for chatting to us.
Thank you.